idea is that we're going to use these things called QR codes. They're basically barcodes. They're two-dimensional matrix codes. They're really popular in Japan. That's where they started in the 90s. And apparently QR codes in Japan are more popular there than normal barcodes on packaging and so on. And the idea is that you can scan them using a mobile device like a smartphone or an iPad, and it just contains lots of information, which actually is really useful in the pit rivers because we're so short on space for labels. An individual barcode like this can contain up to about 4,000 characters of text. We're going to try and use it more for linking to web pages so that we can use things like images, sound, video as ways of illustrating individual objects in the case with more contextual information. So the object we've chosen to be in the trail in this case is this Tibetan necklace. It's a very striking object, and we've also chosen it because we have a photograph in the photographic collections which helps illustrate it being worn. In your apps you access the barcode reader, which mine's called Barcode Scanner. This is something free I downloaded, and it is just a scanner using the camera on the front of your device. You hover it over the code. There we go. So you can see it's now recognised the URL. So that is basically a web address in there. And that's the content that you've now got. Your amulets trail, Gao amulets with a better picture of the object, a little bit of information, and the photograph from the archive which shows it being worn by a girl in Tibet in the 1930s. I think it's really important to have an online presence today because so many people, their first port of call is going to be Google to find out more about you. If they're planning a visit, they want to find out where you are, what you've got on offer, what exhibitions are on, your opening hours, all those sorts of practical things. And then after the visit, they might want to go back and look in a bit more detail at what they've just seen or some of the other resources we've got on offer. Anyone now in the staff who wants to get involved by putting content on social media sites can do so. Things like blogging with Twitter and Facebook and Flickr, all these sorts of channels are really useful and really easy to use. Well, I imagine it's twice, 3 times as many people access the museum online as they come through the door. What's harder to gauge is what they're doing whilst they're on the website. So what is it they're actually looking at? How long are they spending on there? So a lot of it has to do with trying to work out whether the people coming through the door are the same people that are accessing the information online, because often they are. Museum goers tend to be keen in the real world, but also in the virtual world as well. So a lot of it is about providing material that will enhance your visit, basically, and make you want to come back.